Welcome back, you filthy gambling degenerates. Did you get your fix in? I know I did. Coming back for some more. What a week the first week of the XFL was. Did I in my first video recommend a quarterback who wasn't starting and didn't play it down? I did. Did I keep him in my lineup? I did not. No, folks, I updated, I corrected. You gotta stay on top of this stuff. That's why you're here, right? Stay on top of it. And I'd say, looking at week one, what a lot of people said was going to happen was not happening. But now we got a week of data to go through to sort. So we got to figure out, what did we learn week one and how can we apply it? We're going to take a look at the Battlehawks Sea Dragons game. But first, let's take a look at what did we learn week one.
Balazs danced in the backfield. Battlehawks there, led by London.
Match point, in zone. Right backs do it again. They go wide open. It's Burnett for another touchdown. Taking a shot. It's a one-handed catch. Burnett, end zone.
I love it. Keep it up.
And a pick. Intercepted by the Renegades and taken back by Tomase Lalale. As lemons are coming on the field. You see in the back of the end zone right there, as they have a tradition here amongst Defenders fans. And that is, they make a beer cup snake out of their empty beer cups, and the stadium security took it away from them, so now the fans are revolting. 3rd and 16, here comes the pressure, intercepted! Michael Joseph with the pick six and the flips.
All right, folks, let's go ahead and get into this Thursday night showdown between the Battlehawks and the Sea Dragons here. Now, to be honest, I'm not a really big fan of, I don't play that many showdowns. Not a big fan of them. I just feel like it's harder to put something together. Less options, harder to squeeze a good lineup together. So I usually play full slates, but we're going to take a look at this showdown, see what we can apply, what we've learned from week one here. I'm going to just do this quarter one here. Still use my credits up. All right, folks. And here's a couple things I've noticed. Again, defense scores points. I am going to want to put a defense in here. And right, I think if you play a lot of showdowns this season and you create a lot of lineups, you might want to create a couple lineups with the defense in the captain spot, just because from what we've seen, the quarterback play is sloppy. There's going to be a lot of turnovers, it looks like, this season. Week one was just absolutely packed with turnovers. No defense was negative. Although you got the Seattle Sea Dragons only coming away with 3 points, and they're in this lineup. But with that said, who are we putting at the captain spot? You got Josh Gordon here, AJ McCarron, Ben DiNucci, all at the top here. And here's who I like at the captain. I actually like myself a little Jacour Pearson, ladies and gentlemen. You see last week, 21.5 points. I like him for my captain. Here's why. 14 targets, 12 receptions, 95 yards. That's a lot of targets. That's a lot of receptions. That's a lot of points, right? And his target average depth of target, like 6.7 yards, short. Seattle Sea Dragons were one of the teams that ran it the least, like 25% to 75% run pass ratio. Pearson was basically a glorified running back. Short passes to him. That, I feel like you can count on that. That's a consistent play, and that's so much cheaper playing him as your captain, right? Look at that. Josh Gordon, playing him, I'm saving a bunch of money, and I still feel really good about his floor and his points, and I would not be surprised if he comes away as one of the higher scoring players. So I really like him as my captain. I'm going to put him in. I like AJ McCarron. You usually got to throw in one quarterback there, although I got to say I don't like that he had hardly any points until those final 2 minutes, right? He got almost all of his stats in the final bit there. But I do like to put in the winning quarterback, DiNucci, I'm going to be honest, he might be a better play because, again, he's going to have the opportunities if they keep that same run-pass ratio. He's going to put up yards, but turnovers, got sacked 3 times. He was running around a lot. Battlehawks defense looked good. Maybe you say McCarron figured it out. He's the most seasoned quarterback. I trust him the most. I'm going to run with him, although DiNucci could have a better floor. But I'm going to go McCarron here. And then I still like Gordon because, again, that's where I'm getting the pass-heavy offense. So instead of getting DiNucci, I'm going to go with Gordon and Pearson and, hope that both those guys have a good high output. Next up here, I'm going to go Brian Hill. Running back here. Really, he didn't get a lot of touches. 3 receptions, 26 yards, 6 carries, 55 yards. But he looked explosive on the plays that he got. And, they should be getting him the ball more. You definitely hope he gets more than 6 carries. 6 carries, 55 yards. Give the guy the ball some more, all right? And, in the passes that he had, he looked really good making plays. He had a nice screen late in the game. So he's involved in the offense. You just hope he gets even more involved there. So now we've got 2 spots left, about 5,000 here. And this is where I'm going defense. I'm going to throw in the Battlehawks defense here. They're 4,000. That's going to give me a little bit more points for my last player. Again, DiNucci threw 2 picks against the defenders, was running around a bunch, did not get a lot of protection. Battlehawks defense did look good week 1 against the Brahmas, although you're going against Jack Cohn. Would have liked him to turn over that guy a little bit more. But they did get a couple turnovers last week, so I like throwing in the Battlehawks defense here. And let's see here that I can get, Greg Campbell didn't do anything. All these guys. We've got Prohl here. I'm not 100% convinced he can carry over what he did the first week, but it's between him and Butler for guys that are left. Otherwise, you're taking just total stabs in the dark here. Other than, let's see this McKnight for not great. Feel like I've already got the pass offense covered. Don't really have anybody. I don't have anybody to connect with McCarron. So if I'm going to play McCarron, I should probably get somebody to stack with him. And so it's basically who do I trust more, Butler or Prohl? Both had touchdowns. Prohl had more targets. I guess you just roll and hope that Prohl making those clutch plays, that it was someone that McCarron looked for, that now McCarron's going to be looking for him throughout the whole entire game, and the coaching staff is going to be trying to get him the ball more. So I think that's the play here. The only thing I'd say about getting Prohl in there, probably a lot of people are going to play him. If you got your casuals playing fantasy, they're putting in Prohl because they know about what he did. So if you want to get a little bit different, you could go Butler, and that could be a good way to differentiate, which is something I always look for. And now, even as I'm talking, I might be talking myself into Butler. I might switch it out just for the sake of being different, or who knows? I'm only playing quarters here. I might drop in another quarter in the jukebox here, give it another ride, and swap out Prohl for Butler. Let's go ahead and enter this in. That's what I'm thinking for this week's Showdown. Happy hunting, folks. Good luck.